So this is my first video. I just wanted to say that I'm pretty excited to start my YouTube channel. About maybe August 18th, I was in an accident. So you might be thinking, what type of accident and what is the reason for this video? I was hit by a vehicle while crossing the crosswalk or a stop sign on my electric skateboard. I wasn't wearing a helmet, so that right there is already a red flag. But I had 70 staples. Just to make a long story short, there's 70 staples going from the top of my skull all the way back through my ear. It kind of made like a weird pattern, but so I had 70 staples there, and trying to put out there that therapy does work. So I haven't taken physical therapy. What I'm talking about is mental therapy. When I was in the hospital for my accident, they approached me to do therapy, and I was like, whoa, I never did therapy. Even when my dad passed a couple years ago, when I should have did therapy, I never did it. So taking this opportunity now, I feel a big change in my life, and I just feel like I should start a YouTube channel and just be able to get my feelings out there, especially for that little guy. Nobody watches or nobody wants to pay attention. At least when he's older, I can have somebody to show these videos to, the kind of journey I went on. So basically, yeah. So I got hit August 18th. It was a crazy time. So being hit by a car for one is crazy, but not being able to control what happened. You see a white light, and then boom, I was out of here. And then all of a sudden I ended up in the hospital, and I'll make another video on the whole story and try to. This is my first time trying to get a video out. I don't know how to edit or anything, but I'll try to edit and try to see if I can put pictures and videos. But yeah, so long story short, all this happened, and I took therapy, and so I've been taking therapy for the past 90 days. After my dad passed, I started really heavily drinking. Even before my dad passed, I was very depressed, and I don't know why. And that's the thing, when you're like an athlete, or you're somebody that comes from a family that, there's no problems, you need to stick it out. You need to be, your brain always needs to be on top. You need to get up early. You need to work. You need to keep grinding. You have a family to take care of. You have yourself to take care of. But you're working out all that stuff, and you're going to the gym, and you're working those muscles, but you have to remember your brain is also a muscle. You need to learn how to work your muscle, and the best way that I can say is you need to do, if you ever are at a crossroads in your life and you want to make a decision on what to do next, I would highly recommend therapy. And I guess for men, to say that therapy is an option is not heard of. I mean, for me, I had 70 staples in my head. There's no way that I had no options. So this is the only, if it would have been a small injury, I would have probably never did therapy. And so since it was such a big injury and I had to completely stop my life, can't work, you can't do anything, you can't even take a shower, I can't even take care of baby Dom. I needed help with a lot of stuff, and even the person that I'm a hyperactive person. I was supposed to be in the hospital for over 2 months, maybe even a month and a half if I'm being generous, but I walked out of that hospital in 5 days. The reason being is because of that guy, because I thought that I had to be 100% again. But the thing was, walking out of the hospital in 5 days, mentally I was 0%. Mentally, physically, I was like 40%. But even if I would have came out of the hospital in 5 days, I would have been like, oh yeah, he's a macho man. He got out. Or oh man, he's strong. Or oh this and that. But mentally, I would have collapsed. I would not have been able to get through this injury. And this happened August 18th, and it's been a couple months, and I don't know what therapy is saving my life. I go to church and I believe in God, but at the end of the day, this is a muscle, and you gotta protect this thing. So basically, this channel is I'm just gonna really try to work on trying to just get my thoughts and stuff out there, and like what I'm learning in therapy, and then putting my own twist on it. Because therapy could be so like not bland, but like I want to kind of get it to my type of, from my point of view and my lifestyle. Because I think I know everything already. I mean, I've been in church my whole life. My dad was a pastor. You think you know all the answers. You think that God is your personal prayer, your little prayer vending machine. So you only go to God when stuff is bad. And for me, therapy was one of those things that I actually had to deal with myself, and like what I was dealing with inside. You just can't put it away. You just can't just say, I'm gonna give it to God, but you're not working on nothing. It's like people that want to eat healthy, you have to start to eat healthy. People that want to work out and want to get bigger and get more healthy, they gotta put the work in. So the same thing with your mental health. And one of the things you can do, and that this video is gonna be on, and it's gonna be titled, is self-care. So basically, one of the things that you can do is self-care. So self-care, what that means is in therapy, they don't stress this enough. Self-care is vital to therapy. Just like if you get an injury, physical therapy, you have to take care of that injury. So mentally, if you've been struggling your whole life with the mental injury, which is depression, which is anxiety, which is anger, which is anything that has to do with your mental capacity, that has to do with your daily life, the way you talk to people, the way you handle decisions, the way that you handle adversity. Self-care is the number one thing. So basically with self-care, what helped me a lot, like I said, I'm a hyperactive person. I've always had to do everything 110%. You want me to pick that up? I'll pick it up and put it over my head, even though there's a dolly. At work, use the forklift? Nah, I'll just throw it on the pallet. Or playing football and it's like turkey bowl. I mean, you're playing with old men, or you're playing with people that just never made it. We're going 100%. I've just always been hyperactive, and even with my alcohol addiction, I couldn't just drink one beer. It had to be 30 beers. It had to be drinking after work. It had to be drinking when I'm happy. It had to be drinking when I'm sad. It doesn't matter what it is, but if you don't take care of yourself, these little things about your personality will take over. How you make decision making, different type of things like that. But just get back on subject for self-care. One of the things you want to do that's really helped me, take some naps. So you're like, oh dang, what the heck is this? Oh, but resting your brain is really legit. I mean, especially when you have a head injury, you're always at a fast pace. Your brain is used to that fast pace, so you think it's normal. But when you have a brain injury, your brain is telling you, oh, you cannot do all that on the type of energy you're fueling your body with. So my head up here would get fat. Like I could literally feel it get fat. So I would have to go take a nap, and taking a nap, it would go down. That pressure on your brain will go down. So take naps, man. Like if there's anything you want to do, like you take a rest period when you work out, take a rest period for your brain. Your brain needs a rest period. You're going 100 miles a day. You're doing everything. You're taking care of kids. My sister has 5 kids. She's going all day, every day. And I told her, take a nap. Relax your brain. Once you start doing that daily, you'll see a difference. And then I don't want you to have a head injury, but trust me, you'll see it. That's why I stand 100% by 1,000%. Another thing that you want to do for self-care, the second thing is you want to also you also want to do something that you used to do. I always say, what did you like when you were little? Because the thing is we're so controlled by like Instagram and social media and our phone. I mean, yeah, there's people out there that oh yeah, they show on that they're hiking and stuff like that, or they're doing stuff with their kids. But put the phone down. Do something with the kids that's gonna help you too, mentally. I mean, for me, my whole life was centered around drinking and just doing my own thing and not taking care of my brain. But you know what? I started getting back into reading books. I love reading books again. And I never had that kind of desire because my mind was never slowed down. I didn't have time for that. It was always, I'm 10 steps behind everybody. I gotta catch up to everybody. Oh, this person got to this person got to that. I gotta be here. I'm 29 years old. I should already be here. I should have a house. And it's like, you're not taking care of this. You ain't gonna be around to enjoy any of that if you don't take care of this. Slow down. That stuff won't matter to you if you start taking care of yourself, and if you want to live a healthy life, if you want to be around for a long time. Me, I didn't care what I did. I always said, oh yeah, I'm gonna live a fast-paced life. I don't care if I die young. Then you get hit by a car and it changes your whole perspective on life, So just this video is just like on self-care. If you have any kind of questions, I mean, I don't know how many views or whatever this video will get, but I mean, I hope that this channel does good because I really want to help people. I really want to do what I need to do. Come on, Papa. Come on. And I really want to do something and with this. So yeah, that's just a little bit. And this is Baby Dom. Baby Dom is my son. So if you have kids or you have loved ones that are struggling with depression or struggling with anxiety or just struggling with anything, I hope that you can come back to this channel and just get a couple tips, because I'll give it to you straight. I mean, no beating around the bush on this one, because I mean, life is precious. I mean, my head is completely thrashed. I mean, I'm trying to cover it with my hair growing on top, but I'll probably never have my hair again, and I can't feel anything here. It took a long time for my hearing to come back. I have 2 metal plates in here with a couple of screws, titanium plates and titanium screws, and I know for a long time it's gonna bother me when I get older. I know. I mean, I've seen people get their hips done, I've seen people get their knees done, and over time, that kind of stuff in your body, or just make you not feel right in certain times of the seasons, and I know that this is gonna take a lot. So mental health is a big thing for me. So hopefully you enjoy this channel. I'll be posting a lot of stuff. I don't know where to go, but I just had to record. I just had to put something already down. I watch a lot of YouTubers and it's like, just start recording. So I just pushed the button and this is me just going off my head. But like if I can make this go back in a circle, self-care. So one of them is just take some time to get some rest. If you have kids, take a nap when they take a nap. Right now, my girlfriend's working. I'm not working right now, so I take care of him as much as I can. So kids got a lot of energy, and yeah, take that time to rest. And when you wake up, go for a walk. If you're into bike exercise, if anything, don't do anything that you're overstressing your body with. You want to do stuff that you enjoy. Working out is totally different. That's another way to self-care. This right here is enjoying the outside, enjoying everything, slowing the mind down to where you can enjoy yourself and you can enjoy what's around you. Take a minute to care for yourself, whatever that means. I can get into another one. Reading a book. If you have any hobbies, get into that hobby, but just do it for the fun of it. It's very simple when you have, it's very simple stuff that you don't think about, but if you plan your day accordingly, if you give yourself a plan, your brain knows, oh, it's gonna be time for me to relax. and your brain is gonna very appreciate that. Or man, you go outside, do that type of stuff. Taking kids is not self-care. That's not, or hitting stuff on your daily planner. I mean, I write in this all the time. Once I hit those points, it's time to shut down. And it should be the same when I go back to work. After work, there's a time for shutdown. There's a time for self-care for myself. But hopefully, I mean, this is my first video, so hopefully it helped. Hopefully it helped you just try to get to know me. Once again, my name is Domingo. I've had a lot of stuff that happened to me in my life that I want to share, but right now, what I'm going through right now is this brain operation. I had a hematoma. I went into a coma 3 times. I shouldn't be here, so everything that comes from my mouth will be with that in mind. So if you're struggling with depression and all that stuff, you know, reach out to somebody that's very close, somebody that really cares about you, somebody that doesn't want to see you fall, and somebody that will be there and help you. And also, if you have a significant other, if you're gonna be going into some type of therapy, you also want to do, you also want to see if your partner or your family will go into therapy with you, because everybody needs that help together. It's even with people that are addicts and stuff like that, or even struggling with addiction like myself. You know, alcohol played a big part in my life because it was my way to get away. You put on this facade for so long, you only can be the person you are when you're drinking or when you're eating or when you're shopping, or those things are just substitutes. The real thing is you have to face life and you have to face it head on with no type of help. The only help you need is to have this strengthened and have a good core, a plan behind you, and know if you have any kind of triggers in your life, how to overcome them. Triggers were a big thing in my life. When things didn't go my way, triggered me to just be a nasty person, an addictive person, a mean person. And now everybody's like, man, this is, you know, especially with my girlfriend, I see a 360. I'm like, oh, don't jinx it, because, you know, it's a lot of work, you know. So yeah, I just want to say you are loved out there, and if I can help anybody with this channel, that'll be great, because you know I didn't have any help, and therapy was there to help me. I think everybody has these tools, or they know a little bit about empathy, sympathy, and they know a little bit about, hey, fight on through, but you need a plan to do that type of stuff, and I can help you with that, because I'm like I said, I'm going through therapy right now. I'm going through stuff right now, and I'm not a doctor. I'm not a therapist. I'm not anybody. I'm just somebody that's been through a lot of stuff, and maybe you can relate. So if you relate to this, then I'm your guy. But appreciate it, and thanks for liking the video or subscribing. All right, that means he's ready to go. All right, guys.